What's going on, guys? It's your homies over here today, bringing you guys a brand new video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Truthear Crinacle Zero, the blue ones. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the blue and the red, but I did get the blue one. I've heard good things about these IEMs, and I really wanted to try IEMs. This will be my first pair I've ever tried. I watched Fresh Review's video and seen his list of budget IEMs, and he seems pretty credible in the space, so I figured I would give these a try. The game that I'm going to be playing with these is Valorant, so I'll let you guys know how they perform in Valorant, my opinion, and if they're worth it. Alright guys, so I just did the unboxing part of the video, and I was kind of all over the place, but this is really what comes in the packaging, aside from all the manuals and stuff like that. You get a bunch of different ear sizes or earbuds. I don't know what you would even call it. You get a bunch of different sizes you can try out though. You have your actual IEMs themselves. I do like this blue a lot. I think it's pretty clean looking. And then you get this little carrying case as well. I tried doing the raw unboxing and I was just all over the place. So next thing you guys will see will either be an in-depth review or maybe I'll have some gameplay clips in between. Nevertheless, I'm definitely gonna get some game time on these and I'll get back to y'all with my full review. All right guys, so it's been like 2 weeks of testing these IEMs. Ironically, I'm wearing the same shirt. I promise you it's been 2 weeks. You can tell because I got a haircut. I have a couple things to say about these IEMs. So first off, I want to talk about long hair. As you guys seen in the first clip, I had like extremely long hair. It covered my ears. When you have a headphone that has a loop for your ears, it definitely is like really hard to get that loop around your ear without getting hair stuck under it. And I would find myself like going to the bathroom in the middle of the game and trying to come back before like the round started in Valorant because it took me so long to get my earbuds on. Like it was rough. It wasn't a good experience. I did not enjoy that part of them. So if you have super long hair that covers your ears, you're probably not going to want an IEM that has a loop over it. I'm pretty sure all of them do. I'm not sure if there's some IEMs that don't. Next thing I want to talk about is the different ear tips that it comes with. So this will be my first pair of IEMs. I really didn't have much knowledge on them prior to this. When I unboxed the packaging, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of ear tips. I didn't take into account that the ear tips have different size holes in them. After doing some research, I realized that the different size holes affects the sound of the audio a lot. I'm pretty sure it was a smaller hole will have more bass and a bigger hole will have less bass. It'll be more of a dry sound. When I finally found the size that I liked the most, it didn't sound good. And I was like, why does it not sound good? And it's because I was using the wider hold ones. And when I switched to the thinner hold ones, they ended up sounding way better. So that's just something to keep in mind. If this is your first pair of IEMs, that's something that hopefully you guys figure out quicker than I did, because it was like 2 days of playing with them and I did not understand why the bass was so shitty. When I had seen other people's reviews, they talked about how the bass was so good on these, and it wasn't good in my experience until I switched to the ear tips with the smaller holes. Next thing I want to talk about is the directional audio. I use these for Valorant. I did not play any other games with these, and as far as directional audio, I'm gonna say it was kind of mid. Like there was a couple times like in game modes like deathmatch when I'm warming up, right, where there's people spawning all around me and I couldn't really tell where the footsteps were coming from until they got extremely close to me, and by that point I was already dead. Obviously it's not a fair comparison because the DT990s that I'm wearing right now, this is my headphone that I was using prior to this, and they're studio headphones, so they're nice headphones. They're 250 ohm. I have them plugged into an amp. They sound really good, and the directional audio in these is really good. The directional audio wasn't good enough for me to switch from my DT990s to these headphones. Does that mean it's bad? No. I think you could honestly compare the directional audio in these to like a Logitech G Pro headset or a lot of gaming headsets. They have directional audio similar to these IEMs. Next, I want to talk about like spatial audio, basically like the distance between like how far somebody is away from you. That was not good in my experience. There was a lot of times in Valorant where I went to peek a corner and I thought the kid was going to be really far away, but he ended up being like pretty close to me. It was really frustrating because with these headphones, I never had that problem, but with the IEMs, I peeked the corner and it just sounded like he was so far, or it sounded like he was so close and he just wasn't where I thought he would be. So that was not good in my experience. I heard a lot of people say that they did not have that problem, and these headphones actually performed really well for them in that way, and I just did not have that experience. The comfort was not amazing, but it wasn't horrible. The ear tips didn't really hurt my ears unless I used a size that was a little too big, and what I found was the bigger size ear tip, the better it sounded. The more I couldn't hear what was going on around me, the more immersive the IEMs felt. The issue with that is when you use a bigger ear tip that's too big for your ear, it sounded good, but it didn't feel good long term. After about an hour of gameplay, my ears would start aching. Once I went down to a smaller ear tip that fit in my ear a little bit better, yeah, I sacrificed a little bit of audio quality. Overall, the IEMs were way more comfy. Once I found the good ear tips, like I said, the bass sounded amazing. The mids were nice, treble was nice. The audio quality was super nice. My only complaints were around the directional audio and the spatial audio, like the distance. That was my only complaints. Last thing that I guess I should note is the cable on these is not very good. In a couple spots on my cable, it started to unravel, and I knew that before I bought them. I've seen many reviews saying that you're probably going to want to replace the cable. I just didn't replace the cable because I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep these. If you're gonna buy these and you do enjoy them and you want to keep them long term, I would definitely say to replace the cable. Overall, for $50, I really don't think you can beat it. These IEMs are really good for the price. I had never used IEMs before and I just wanted to try them out, and so I bought these as an entry-level IEM to see if I liked them. And for Valorant, they performed pretty well, just not as good as my DT990s, so I will not be switching to these IEMs specifically from my DT990s right now because of that. I just want to make it clear though, that's not to say that these are not good IEMs and that you will not like these, because a lot of people, I think these would work great for. Personally, I just did not prefer them over my headphones that I currently have. I hope that was pretty insightful. I want to continue doing more of these reviews. I want to be more consistent with it. I just got a new mouse, got a new mouse pad, so I'll definitely be doing reviews on those. And yeah, peace out, guys.